Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to this week's Morning Buzz. I'm Isabel Mera. Did you know that April is the National Month of Hope? Mothers in Crisis Incorporated founded the National Month of Hope to help spread hope around the world. Dr. Rosalind Tompkins founded Mothers in Crisis in April 1991. This nonprofit organization supports women and families in need by providing prevention, intervention, inspiration, and support. This month, we hope you remember that there is good news out there.
Keeping a positive mindset is important during times like these, and we can all use a little bit of hopeful thinking. That's why we put together a list of these good news stories.
There's a lot of negative news going around at the moment, but we wanted to highlight some good news stories from the past couple weeks. Animal shelters across the country are adapting to social distancing due to COVID-19. Many people are looking for something productive to do during quarantine, so people are doing their part by voluntarily taking care of animals from the shelters. How sweet is that? An unidentified New Jersey man showed his gratitude to the emergency department workers at Morristown Medical Center by holding up a sign through the glass windows. His sign said, "Thank you all in emergency for saving my wife's life. I love you all." Restaurants are giving away free food to healthcare employees to show gratitude for working to combat the virus. Starbucks cafes are offering free coffees to anyone who is working as a frontline responder. Krispy Kreme is also offering free boxes of donuts to healthcare workers. Crocs are also a popular shoe option for those working in hospitals due to being easily cleanable, so the company is giving away free pairs of shoes through their site. Parents from all over the country have raised thousands of dollars to give thanks to custodial workers for making sure that the facilities are kept clean and sanitary during the outbreak. Brooke Thomas, a mother of 4, came up with the idea after talking with fellow parents from Williston, Vermont on Facebook. This sparked similar initiatives to start all across the country. And finally, 2 sophomore students from Montgomery Blair High School in Silver Spring, Maryland, are making grocery runs for seniors in their area. Matthew Castertano and Drew Pye at first shopped for their grandparents. Then they started helping their neighbors. Soon word spread to surrounding neighborhoods and they distributed flyers to anyone who needed their help. We hope these stories inspire you and remind you that there's a lot of good happening in the world right now.
Speaking of good news, Miss Drake has been working on a project to help out the community. Here's more on that.
Hi CHS, just wanted to tell you a little bit about a hobby I've gotten into. Maybe you've heard about the lack of personal protective equipment for hospital workers and staff. And I've gotten involved with an organization in Ewing Township. Some ladies are making masks. They're made of material, and if you want to get involved, just email me and I can set you up with them and you can start picking up kits to start to sew. So here's what they look like. And I just wanted to show you a little bit about how to make one. We've made over 1,000 masks. The project is sponsored by the Philadelphia Eagles. So if you want to get involved, just get in touch with me.
Thanks, Ms. Drake, for all you are doing and for sharing your project with us. If you're working on something cool at home, please let us know. Send Mrs. LaPlaca an email. We'd love to share your good news. Now let's go to John Colavita for this week's sports segment.
This week, we're counting down the top sports movies on Netflix. Number 5, Major League 2. Ricky Vaughn and the Cleveland Indians are once again fighting to get America's favorite team back in the playoffs. Number 4, Raging Bull. The film follows a middleweight boxer in the 1940s as he trains for his first chance at the world title. Number 3, Miracle. The incredible story of the Miracle on Ice 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team's improbable run to the gold medal and their stunning upset over the Soviet Union. Number 2, The Natural. A once promising middle-aged baseball player, Roy Hobbs, joins the New York Knights and leads them from the bottom of the National League standings to the midst of a pennant race. Number 1, Space Jam. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and the Toon Squad call on NBA legend Michael Jordan to help them beat the Monstars.
Now it's time for something fun. It's National Haiku Poetry Day. It's time to stop being bored and start getting creative.
Observed annually on April 17th, National Haiku Poetry Day encourages everyone to think creatively about the world around them. Haiku poetry is a form of Japanese poetry that is non-rhyming and usually consists of 3 lines with a syllable pattern of 5-7-5. Usually an element of nature, a season, a moment of beauty, or an individual experience inspires haiku poems.
Hi everybody! I thought I would write a poem for National Haiku Day. And for a theme, I know it's kind of a bummer that a lot of the local parks and natural areas like Baldpate Mountain are closed. So I wrote a haiku with that in mind. Here we go. Keeping it local, adventure in a backyard still feeds the senses. Okay everybody, stay healthy, have a good weekend. Bye!
Thank you, Ms. Henderson, for your haiku. We'd love to hear your quarantine haikus. Share them on social media and tweet us at BulldogTVBuzz. We might share yours next week.
Things are getting real now that we're all stuck home day in and day out. Luckily, TV2 produced a goofy puppet PSA before we left school about the importance of good hygiene.
Hiya kids, it's me, your favorite soapbox, Young Spice. And today I'm going to teach you about something very important, hygiene. Now what's that, you ask? Hygiene is everything you need to do to keep yourself clean and healthy every day. Here are some daily practices for good hygiene. Brush your teeth at least 2 times a day, once in the morning and once at night. Take a shower every day and make sure to apply shampoo. Apply deodorant almost every day. And wash your hands after using the bathroom. Well, that's all I gotta say about hygiene, so goodbye now. Bye.
Can you name this week's movie mystery?
Hey Doc, you better back up. We don't have enough road to reach 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Now let's look back on our last Guess Who. Do you recognize this baby? Well, it's none other than our fabulous dance teacher, Miss Cook. Now let's check out this week's mystery baby. Do you know who this little guy is? We'll share the answer with you next week.
Well, that's all for this week, everyone. Thanks for watching, stay hopeful, and have a great weekend.